The best way you can support me is with a simple subscribe. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Mr. Taliaferro TV, I've stated this in all my videos today about Meek. Meek Mill just delivers classic interviews, man. He's one of the best. He doesn't get enough credit, man, for verbally the way he's able to talk through interviews. It's just one of the best in hip-hop, man. I think in his interviews, I think Meek backtracks on some of his actions a lot of the time and realize how dumb they were. And I think when he does do interviews, which is not often, he gets in a space where he kind of talks from someone of maturity, or a level of maturity, and a level of looking back, regretting some of his actions. And I wish the brother did that on his day-to-day from social media. Like the social media stuff Meek's do is what got him this corny label. The thing with Drake is how all this stuff started. When Meek talks in interviews, he sounds like, to me, one of the most mature, progressing rappers we have in the game right now. And I like Meek in interviews. I just wish some of the times the actions outside of the interviews would correlate a little bit better, right? Anyways, Meek did an interview, and if you don't remember, Meek in the game had issues because of, if I'm not mistaken, Meek, Game, and Sean Kingston were in a club together out in LA. Sean Kingston got robbed for his jewelry. Apparently, Meek got involved and said the game had something to do with that, or one of the game's men set Sean Kingston up. That started a beef between the game and Sean Kingston. That started a beef between the game and Meek Mill. The Meek Mill ended up getting into it with Beanie Siegel. Beanie Siegel ended up getting into it with Meek in the game. It was a lot that came from that. We talked about that extensively on my channel. And then at some point down the line, Soulja Boy got involved, and that really made it worse. And then that's kind of how we got to this tension that's been boiling over with Meek in the game. The game has come out and said that he still wants the one-on-one fade with Meek. And you know, Meek is like, I'm not doing that with you. Why would I do that? He's come out and say, why would I even pay that any attention? By the way, nobody just wants to fight the game one-on-one. I don't like putting myself in situations. I'm not scared of a man, but I don't like putting myself in situations that I don't think I'm going to win. And Meek's not a small guy. He's 6'3", 6'4". I'm just saying, the game's a big nigga. That's a big nigga, man. That is a big nigga. I think I'll pass on fighting the game. I'll just let social media talk about me. If I'm in that situation, I'm cool on fighting the game. Anyways, during this interview with Angie Martinez, Meek Mill spoke on a situation with the game, and he said this. Meek was like, with the game stuff, it was rap, right? Until he said he was gonna put his hands on me. Look, Meek was like, everybody know I'm from North Philly. Everybody in the music industry know ain't no one putting their hands on me. And then he later said, I don't have any ill wills towards Game. You ain't looking for me, I ain't looking for him. And then Meek said something, and let me make this clear, because I don't want to misquote anybody or anything like that. This was not towards Game. This next thing that I'm going to say was just something I deemed interesting. It came right after that. Meek said, stop tricking these kids like we going throat for throat. Again, that was not a game. That's something Meek said generally about rappers. And I thought that was key. What did Meek mean by that? And what did he mean about his comments with the game? He wants rappers to stop thinking that every day they're out here, they're invincible, right? The game's a big dude. But let's make it clear. A bullet can humble anybody. You can be the biggest, but a bullet can humble anybody. So let's not make these kids think that, oh, this rapper, the way he moving, he's untouchable, because everybody can be touched in the wrong spot at the wrong time. And Meek was trying to say, let's not make these kids think that we're just out here. If we see this rapper that we don't like, we gonna kill him on sight. I think that's where Meek was going with that. But I would want to offer this advice to Meek. One thing that you rappers gotta stop doing is y'all rapping about this lifestyle, promoting this music to kids. About y'all are in the music, y'all are saying, I'm gonna kill this dude, or if he ain't doing this, I'm gonna murk him, or this and that, or you any nigga that you do that, or you know what I'm saying, like stuff like that is what y'all are saying in the lyrics, threatening music to other rappers or threatening music to anybody that harm y'all. So I would offer this to Meek. For the kids, if the kids are your forefront, your music probably in general should change from trap and gangster rap to something else. Unless you're going to speak in past tense on the lifestyle, which I do give Meek credit, because a lot of the times he is speaking in past tense of what he did and not what he's doing. But the whole rap game is still talking about kill a nigga. Most of rap is talking about kill a nigga this, kill him that, do drugs this, do drugs that. So it's more than just you saying in interviews, we need to stop doing this. Rappers need to stop making music that they not living by, because these kids in these clubs, and they really about that life for real, for real. You could tell Meek doesn't really want to smoke with the game. I don't blame him one bit. Game's a hothead. Game's on probation or something like that as well. He don't need no more issues either. But listen, man, anytime you got rappers trying to settle beef and not be about their life, I'm all for it. The only thing about that is a lot of times people can call Meek out because they're like, Meek, when you're on records and when you're rapping and when you're beefing on social media, you talking about a life, and when you get in these interviews, you kind of pull back from what you said on social media. So, and that's fair. That is fair to Meek, and I'm pretty sure Meek would come out and say, "You right. That's not. I probably just stopped doing that on social media because when things hit the fan, the game's still ready for that smoke, and I don't think Meek want that smoke with the game." And then somebody, if you want to, you can pose the question, and I'm not trying to start anything. You can pose that question, like, Meek, you was out in L.A. You set them goons out on safari. But the game wanted that smoke with you, like, what's up? Like, that's plausible. You could argue that case. But anytime rappers are trying to end beef, we gotta support that, and we gotta love that, and we gotta show that the same energy that we had when this was going on. If I had the audacity to report on it or talk about it when it was going on, I gotta be the same dude to come out and say Meek don't want to do that. He want to end it and bring the peace. He said he's in his lane. The game's in his own lane. Leave that alone. Let that be. Let that chill out. And I am fine with that. But what do you think? I want to know your comments. Talk to me in the comment box below. Meek Mill, the energy changed a little bit. He's like, look, I don't really want to, with the game. I'm cool on that. Ain't nobody touching me in rap though. And the game has maintained his point. He hasn't said nothing about it lately. But y'all know when the game gets riled up, it doesn't take long. I don't know if this interview has gotten back to him. So we'll see what he says about it shortly. Talk to me. Comment box below. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on Itsmrtaliaferro.com, shawty.